Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Reverend Javen Kamanga, and I'm here to rebuttal one assertion that is circulating on social media and many media platforms coming from one prophet, Ubert Angel. I'm so disappointed that clergy can sink this low and will not tell the truth, and especially taking advantage of somebody who cannot stand there to defend themselves. I've been so disturbed ever since I saw the video. It's not the first time I've seen that kind of a video. Last time it was mild, but this time it's gone really intense, to an extent of being exaggerating and saying President Lungu passed on because he kicked Ubert Angel out of our country, Zambia. It is sad that servants of God can start thinking like that or sinking that low. I've been trying to be quiet about it, but I can't be silent any longer. And what is sad is that there are several men of God, senior clergy in our country, Zambia, who were present when Ubert Angel was being turned back from our country, even when Amata was arrested and put in Kawata prison, and when he was being deported back to his country. And people don't understand how President Edgar Lungu used to operate when it comes to clergy. I have a lot of respect for that man. Two instances I can give you. Number one is the issue to do with clergy. He didn't want any scandal to do with clergy. Even if clergy were found in scandalous behaviors, he would want to call them aside, warn them, and deal with them differently, away from the public. Why? Because he said it was not in his place to judge servants of God. Some of you may not understand why Siawan was kicked out of the country, why Bushili was kicked out of our country, and why finally there was this ban on foreign preachers coming to hold crusades or meetings in our country, Zambia. Let me now spill the beans on this matter, because Ubert Angel cannot have the license to insult the legacy of Dr. Edgar Lungu. Some of us served him and worked with him, and we seem to understand the heart he had. The heart he had for the clergy. And if you remember, there was a time when the issue of fire engines came up. He took the punches himself as if it was him who authorized that. When we all know that the matter to do with fire engines was started by the late President Michael Sata. As a person who was in the media, when he wanted to say this matter has got nothing to do with Dr. Edgar Lungu, it had to do with Mr. Sata, who was president then, President Lungu would say, no, I don't want to dent the image, the legacy of Dr. Michael Sata by bringing him in this discussion. If people have to blame anyone, let them blame me. It is all right. This is the kind of a leader that I served under. But to hear Ubert Angel coming out like this, it is unfortunate. Now, rumors were flying around. There were suspicions of many suspicious activities around the airport whenever planes or aeroplanes or jets or foreign preachers landed for crusades and church meetings. There were suspicions of money laundering. There were suspicions of transferring or siphoning of resources from a country to other countries, different destinations. There were suspicions of even gold going out of our country. And at this point in time, there was a specific issue. If you remember, there was some election in one upcoming election in one of our neighboring countries, where it was rumored the sitting government accused the government of Zambia to say they were harboring a consignment of some opposition leader in this particular country of about 500 kilograms of gold. And they were needed to take it out of our country. Now, suspicions were that the same clergy were the people transporting these things. They're the conduits of such things. And when the young man Bushiri wanted to hold crusades in Zambia, he was denied entry in our country. He got very upset. He went on TV, he went on radio, and spoke against President Lungu and the government of the Republic of Zambia. But now to try and continue with their agenda, that's when Ubert Angel came into the picture. We are not saying they're the ones that wanted to carry this consignment or they were part and parcel of this, but everyone was a suspect. So Ubert Angel came into the country using public transport, Emirates, And they're hoping maybe when going out, the jet will come and pick him up. Supposedly, the activities will take place. So because of that, when we heard he was coming, and we didn't want the media to be there to cause the embarrassment on the office of the clergy, certain people were selected to go and handle the matter. I don't want to mention some names of senior clergy who were there at the airport when Ubert Angel was being turned away to go back to wherever he came from. And it was after that that President Edgar Lungu and the PF government decided no more foreign preachers coming with their jets to come and preach because of such suspicions. And EATA and other institutions were getting concerned, thinking Zambia was becoming a conduit of crime. People were saying maybe drugs were going through our airports, maybe gold was going through, maybe money was being siphoned. There are all these suspicions. So to put a stop to that, that's when the ban was made on foreign preachers coming with their jets to land in our country and to just save ourselves as a country. And it did. But guess what? Because Siawan was kicked out of the country, Bushili was kicked out of the country, and now Ubert Angel was kicked out of the country. The three teamed up to speak ill of Dr. Edgar Lungu and the PF government. They brought up stories then which were like, we're being unfair, we didn't want the clergy in our country. No, we knew more than they thought we did. We knew more than they thought we did. And so it is from that background that Ubert Angel can not come here to dent the image of the 6th Republican President, Dr. Edgar Lungu. May so rest in peace. And I'm here to put the record straight and challenge the clergy who were there at the airport. They know themselves, to come out and defend the legacy of our president and the Republic of Zambia. We cannot allow foreign preachers within our circles as preachers, as clergy, to be tarnishing the image of our nation and our leaders. And we sit back as if everything's fine. So my biggest challenge is to you, the three clergy, you know yourselves, who were there at the airport, who intervened in the matter of Ubert Angel, who intervened in the matter of Siawan, otherwise he could have been jailed, who intervened in the matter of Amata and the drugs. You know yourselves. Let us not beat about the bush. And my final challenge is to Ubert Angel. Please shut up, sir. Stop doing what you are doing. Stop saying what you are saying, because it doesn't help. You are a minister of the gospel. For God's sake, are you telling me God is so cheap and so small to tell you to eliminate the life of an individual just because he kicked out of their country? Who do you think you are? No, come on. If you have got nothing to preach about, please quit the pulpit. Continue being an ambassador for the government of the Republic of Zimbabwe. We respect your appointment, but don't bring your petty issues in the issues of our country, Zambia, because we'll not sit back or hit back hard. I thank you.